slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Report Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. William D. Morgan. Got a lot to talk about tonight. Bradley Beal to the Suns? Bruh, you got to be kidding me. That makes no freaking sense from either side. But we'll get more into that as we go along for tonight. Let's go ahead and get everybody introduced. Everybody knows who everybody is. First, this person is the head of everything here at the Sports Report. This person runs the whole show, hands out all the deals. It's a GM. Let me bring Josie in. Josie, what's up?
That's one of the best introductions you gave me in
I want. Well, actually, I already got a good deal, so I can't complain.
Yeah. I just gave you a plus tier deal.
Yes.
So
yeah. So I already got a good deal, so I can't complain. I ain't ruining nothing.
No.
All right, let's go ahead.
We got a lot to talk about this week. We also got to talk about Uncle Shay Shay's last undisputed.
Let me go ahead and bring my girl in. She's my blazing Asian, the woman I love, the first lady of the Sports Report. Erica, what's up?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
What's going on?
Not much.
The woman who has already declared she would never wear her hair down in front of her hair down long in front of me. That's just so disrespectful. Just so disrespectful for you to say something like that. Anyway, let me go ahead and move in to the founder of Walmart and trailer parks. This man, Dan the Dick. What's up, man?
So there was some weird sexual energy going on there at the beginning of that, but mostly between Josie and Will.
Oh, well.
Mostly between Josie and Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walmart and trailer parks going strong.
Yes.
Sorry, I've been out the last few weeks. I've been giving tours.
There you go.
Well,
that's more like it.
I gotta say, it's the first time we've had proper introductions on this show in like a month, and it feels really good.
Yes.
Because last week I think it was just me and Dan on his janky ass phone because he had no power.
Yeah. Well, it's not a janky phone. It's a janky infrastructure.
But Dan has power now.
Dan got power after 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a janky infrastructure. Nebraska's a real place, guys.
It's just covered in cornfields.
It really is.
Speaking
really,
of
really
Nebraska, is. I was going to show this in the background, but they made a good point. We should start this now. I think Colin Cowherd has a...
He does. This might be a where Colin was wrong type thing, though. Where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong.
Program in the last 25 to 30 years that went from a national power, and I mean vying for titles, big brand TV, to irrelevant. Nebraska. Keep your eye on Oklahoma. Is Oklahoma going to be the second program in our adult lives that disappears? Number one. The state no longer produces big numbers of players. Of the Sooners' 26 signees in their recruiting class, 3 are from the state of Oklahoma. That's having
we've talked about that.
Kids in the South.
Erica.
Yeah, I say we've talked about that.
Oklahoma kids go to Texas. Texas kids go to Oklahoma.
They joined a
yep.
conference.
So that's not fair to include that in there.
That one line he said there, though, this one.
Those football players, they joined a tougher conference. Like Nebraska, this is going to be harder. Most of those Southern kids have grown up on the SEC. Those football players want to stay with traditional SEC powers. And number 3, in an offensive era, they hired a defensive coach, and he was completely, utterly over his skis.
And I never understood why they hired him, to be honest with you. I never
Okay,
understood
so
that.
here's my perspective. Josie, like you said, what did he say? Like only 3 or 6 of them or something like that?
3 out of 26.
3 out of 26.
Okay, so look at George Kittle. George Kittle went to Norman High, and instead of being possibly signed to OU or even OSU, shits and giggles just saying fuck the Pokes, but gave you guys credit. He went to Iowa. Why would OU have not picked him up? But then, I'm sorry, I do like Drake Stoops, homegrown. Everyone in Norman's watched this kid grow up from a baby with his dad and everything. But he gets to play. All because he has that Stoops name. But he also backs it up. So it's really not just that Stoops name. Second of all, yes, we're going to a harder conference, but look at what Oklahoma has constantly done in the Big 12. We've been dominating it. So why not let Oklahoma go to that tougher conference? And yeah, OU's going to struggle. I'll be one of the first ones to say it. OU's going to struggle. That 2024 schedule, don't know if everybody's seen it. They fucked up OU. OU is about to get they pounded the fuck out. That first
Erica will be crying on my shoulder, boy. I'm telling y'all.
Coming to Norman. They're about to pound our asses on our own fucking turf.
Welcome to every year.
Yep.
Welcome to every single year.
That's how it's going to be. Now, the third, we hired a defense. Where was OU sitting with the defense? OU hasn't.
It was porous.
It was porous.
A bit porous.
So now
it was terrible.
Have someone that does have that defense because our O-line has been able to be decent and produce. Now it's a little up in the air. We really only have 1 year to legitimately get our shit together before we're sitting in the SEC and pretty much just need a bunch of preparation H to get ready for our asses to be pounded. I love OU. Y'all all know me. I'm constant go OU. But I'm just being real.
That brings a better question. That brings a better question because I've heard a lot of discussion with schedules. The one I've heard a lot. What does prime time finish out with Colorado? I hear some people say they're going to be 3-9. That's a lot of what I've heard. Their schedule isn't easy for any, but I do think they do better than 3-9. I don't see prime.
That seems right to me, to be honest with you.
I actually want to talk about the Oklahoma-Texas thing real quick. Well, just the Oklahoma thing, because I don't think
it's going to take Dion a minute to get the players he wants in that system.
I mean, he got a lot. He got a lot.
And that schedule is legit. So I can see 3-9. I can see it.
I mean,
for the first year.
Yeah, that Nebraska game's in Lincoln, so that's going to be the first big tell of whether or not they're any good at all. Because anybody good at all can roll Nebraska.
I heard someone say Nebraska could be going 9-3.
Shit.
I mean,
tell me on that schedule well.
It's a crap, dude. They could, dude. They went.
At best.
Hey, in the last 3 years, there is no team that has lost as many one-score games as the Nebraska Cornhuskers. It's literally happened in almost every one of their games. Go back and look, dude. Not even joking. Like, they don't get rolled hardly ever. Okay, so this team is competitive all the time. Like, we're not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, we just get rolled by 40 by everybody. Like Northwestern's beat us a couple of years.
Yep.
They're a fucking academic school. Do you know how hard it is to get into Northwestern? Like, let alone if you're a good athlete.
They're low-level Ivy League.
Yes,
not like Ivy League, but they're right
for
there.
all intents and purposes, it is Ivy League. It's like big time Ivy League. But this is why I disagree with Cowherd. Just real quick, Oklahoma, yes, they're going to a harder division. They're going to the hardest division. But the thing is, I think it's still cool for Texas kids to go to Oklahoma when they're not from Oklahoma. And I think it's still they have the Nike brand for one. I always yell at Nebraska because they fucking did Adidas. They have the Adidas logo on their jersey.
Yep.
And that's seriously a big thing. I'm not even joking. That sounds like a little thing, but these dudes that play high school football, highly touted. highly touted. She's laughing because I mean, highly touted, like highly touted fucking athletes. Like they want to wear the Nike symbol. It's not even a weird thing. Like I'm not even joking. Like it's just their stuff is cooler, I think.
Right.
But yeah, no, that they have the Nike thing. They have like, I think it's still cool to be like an Oklahoma Sooner if you are from Texas, and it's not that far away. Dude, Nebraska is in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like Lincoln is in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like it's bad. And like Oklahoma's not in the middle of nowhere. They're still at least within a couple hour drive of Texas. Like it's not like it's like fucking the middle of nowhere. Like you're going to be going far away. So like, and yes, they're joining the SEC. So like they did dominate the Big 12.
Yeah.
But the Big 12 is, and the only reason OU's defense was porous in the Big 12, by the way, is because that's the style of play in the Big 12.
Right.
They're going to just run up,
100%.
like they're going to run up and down the fucking sidelines.
100%.
And the hashes are fucking farther apart, which makes everything fucking more spread out, and it makes offense easier. And that's the whole college football route at this point.
We saw the offense against Florida State in that bowl game. How with the offense that they were running from side to side, that was hard to stop. The only thing that killed them was the defense.
Yeah, and to reiterate what I think you were saying, I had to step away for a second. But the reason that you see these Oklahoma kids come to Texas, Texas go to Oklahoma, Texas go to Colorado, vice versa, is because they're college kids, and especially if you're being offered a scholarship, you want to get away from your home state. But yet you're still close.
Yeah.
Still only
mom and dad.
8 hours. You're still only an 8-hour, 10-hour drive.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, somewhere in there, because Texas is fucking huge.
Especially with Texas, depending on where you live in Texas, it could be a nice, it could be a
so
drive.
if you get into some shit.
So
Colorado's not really
from your mama and daddy.
Colorado's not really though.
I'm just saying the states that border us, that they're right there, like
not Colorado.
Well, no, but New Mexico Oklahoma only cuts us off from Colorado by like.
I was gonna say what?
Dude,
you're cut off.
Colorado's further north. Colorado's further north.
Like,
Colorado is further north than Nebraska is, so it's actually a shorter drive from Nebraska to Texas than it is Colorado. Yes, it is. Dude, I'm from there. I know the fucking geography. Mm-hmm. Colorado is north of where I live at, dude. It's north of it and west, obviously. It is
a 15-hour drive from me right now to be in Colorado. It would not take me less than that to get to Nebraska.
It takes 10 to 12 hours. I've driven to Texas before. It takes like 12 hours. I've driven to Texas from where I live at. It takes 12 hours. So like it's closer. But like they're also closer to like West Coast. California kids, though, yes, there's the probably 8-hour difference there, which is kind of a big thing.
And Dan, if you really knew your geography, you would know that Colorado is south of Nebraska.
So a little bit south and a little bit west, but still, it's still not the same drive because it's west of Texas.
Of you, Colorado's south of you.
I'm looking at a fucking map right now. How is 3/4 of
Look, I am too. Look.
It takes less than an hour.
It's northwest.
What I'm saying is you don't even have to go through Oklahoma. You can go through New Mexico.
A little west. You're right. Sorry, Yankee. Every little inch counts. My bad.
We're just going to step back and watch the white people argue. But
it is Juneteenth, so he's got it right,
My whole entire point here, and Dan, maybe I should have used Louisiana instead of Colorado, but my whole point really is that these kids move out of state, but they still go to states that are close. It's within driving distance, and I think that has a lot to do because Texas schools don't sign a lot of Texas kids. The Texas schools that sign Texas kids are your lower level schools like UTSA, Sam Houston, Texas State. Those are the ones.
Houston State, boys.
The mean green of Texas.
Houston State,
those are the teams that are hiring.
Let's go to Sam Houston State together. Come on,
Texas kids.
Didn't Sam Houston State get fucking like the permanent?
They did.
They got the permanent blackball from college football, didn't they?
Permanent blackball back in the day.
Because they were the basis for the movie The Program, where it's a bunch of juicing dudes who are just like fucking out of control, and like some of them are like 25 and shit.
Yep.
That was like they had like a 25-year-old running back who was just juicing out of his gourd.
They've been absolute garbage ever since.
Well, they got blackballed, dude. They
Yeah,
can't
they
play.
did.
They couldn't play college football until like a couple of years ago. So like they didn't have a program. So
They
of course they're gonna get
still
fucking
had a
ruined.
program. They still had a program. I almost went to school there. They've had a program the entire time.
A football program?
Joey almost went
Yes.
to the band school.
Yes.
Joey
Still.
almost went to the band school.
Will,
Oh,
can
that's
I-
what. Okay,
Will,
it
can
was
I
sorry, so it was
just
scholarships, Josie.
back out
So
when
what?
white people can fight,
They
please.
just
Yeah, let me
took their
get
scholarships
this. Hold on.
there you go. It's the best producer ever.
Wait, I'm blazing Asian.
Well, it's June. It's Juneteenth actually, so we should just do this. That's what it should
All
be.
right.
Oh man.
All right.
This is only half your holiday, Will.
Real quick, Will. Real
You just
quick,
got to celebrate the first 12 hours. It's the second 12-hour
Like
block.
the first 12.
It's the second 12-hour block.
The 10 of them I had to work, but I'm here.
before
Goes
we
by if your
jump-
dad or your mom is
Oh
black.
my god.
Oh my goodness.
Before we jump into individual sports, there's one more thing I want to talk about, and that is the end of Uncle Shannon on Undisputed. Man,
What do you do?
I cried.
What do you do?
Are you
He
crying?
Oh, the last, yeah.
Why you crying? I was like, dude, you couldn't tell us where you going?
He
That was my
don't
thing
know
that pissed
yet.
me off. You can't
He
tell
don't
me where
know
you
yet.
watch you. Anybody
Also-
watching Undisputed no more?
Josie, why are you crying? Were you that like into like Skip
that
and
into
Shannon
Shannon
together,
Sharp?
or like
Are you that into
it
Shannon
has-
Sharp?
it has-
It's not
it
the
has
last of
nothing
Shannon Sharp.
No,
I thought you were into Daddy Kelsey, as you
it-
call
I'm
him.
removing
Daddy
myself
Kelsey
so the
is-
two white people and the half white person can.
So, Daddy Kelsey is daddy. But no, what it is I'm going to miss, as much as I can't stand Skip, like I can't. I hate the man. But it is an end of an era. Those two together have done a lot for sports news.
See, the thing about it that killed the whole thing, though, when you go back and look at it at the end of the day, Skip had control of that show,
Mm-hmm.
but Shannon grew above him in popularity.
Agreed.
Skip
Agreed.
still had control of that show. So Shannon had to like tone it down a little bit until he just got to say, I'm sick and tired of it. I want the buyout. So he took
But-
that buyout and ran. I don't blame him.
Also on the back of Skip Bayless, he became bigger. Okay, so like, yes, did he become bigger? Like, did he take the reins? Yeah, but like, he also had Skip Bayless in the
That's
first
true.
place
That's
to
true.
even
I
have
know
the
one thing.
platform
I
to
know one
get
thing.
bigger.
Nobody gonna tell me. I know one thing. Nobody gonna tell me to take my glasses off, and I'm gonna sit here and do it. Oh hell no!
Do
Hell
what?
no, I ain't doing it. Put your glasses back on, motherfucker. What?
Oh, Shannon.
Hell no! Shannon go put his glasses. Put your glasses back on. Skip says, and Shannon actually did it. Oh hell no, not me, cuz. Oh man, hey, you got the wrong
Wait,
one here,
hold
bro.
on.
I must have missed that part.
We already determined you got 12 hours for one and 12 for the other. You can't be saying certain things, Will, right now. Okay.
I
Yeah,
can't-
there's,
No, you
no,
gotta
it's
sound
outside
like,
of your.
you sound like a white person now.
You
Sorry.
didn't earn it. Will, you didn't earn any of this holiday. All right.
I
I'm just
did.
kidding. It's fucked up.
Doggone it. I
Can't even
did,
say that.
doggone it.
Can't even say it with a straight face. No, I know.
I did.
I honestly don't even know what Juneteenth is about. I know it's like
It's
celebration of black people.
It's
First day of
really
first day
Oh,
of
it's for
freedom.
like actual
it-
slavery.
First
it
day
is
of freedom
when-
from slavery. Mhm.
Well, what
Okay.
it actually means, it is when it was celebrated that it finally got down here that it was finally reached like the furthest southern states, because it actually happened in April, but it took 2 months for the news to get down to like Texas and Florida. And Juneteenth is celebrated as the official day of the end of slavery.
Shit need to
Okay.
be closed. Shit need to be closed
How-
on the day.
How
Shit
long
need to
has
be
it been a
closed.
holiday?
That
It is
only-
closed, dude. It's closed in Nebraska.
federally, 2
Hey,
years.
it's closed
and
in
only-
my area.
It's 2 years, and then only 23 states that truly
Celebrate.
recognize it.
Mhm.
There's another like 12 that somehow kind of recognize it, and then the rest
49,
don't.
49 out of 50 states recognize it. Y'all want to take a guess which state does not recognize
Texas.
it?
Texas.
Yep,
Texas.
you're right. It's
Texas
Texas.
does. No, I
Yeah.
just saw. And plus,
Y'all
my
would- if
mom
you-
works for the state government.
Really?
She was off today.
If you
Texas does.
would have told me it was Texas, I would have said you were lying. 'Cause I
See?
sure thought it would have been Florida.
No.
See?
Oh, definitely
So-
Texas.
It-
I
it-
looked
I
it up
thought
the
I
other
would've
day.
been
I
Florida
looked
with
it
that
up
stuff
just
that's Texas
yesterday,
got
and it
going
said
on.
it was Texas. It
No,
said
that's-
Texas was the only state that didn't
I-
acknowledge or accept it.
I sure
That's
thought you
not
were finna
true.
say Florida with all that stuff Ron DeSantis got going on down there.
No, and I just read an article on this today. There's 23 states that their entire state government is shut down. There's another like 12 that certain parts of the government are shut down, and then there's another handful that don't recognize it at all. It's only been a federal holiday for 2 years.
Yeah, it hasn't been long.
See, I thought it was longer than that.
Right.
Also,
you only get that first 12 hours, Will. Sorry.
Hey.
Tonight in Tallahassee, Florida, a man jerks off alligator while in Walgreens parking lot.
What the fuck are you doing? We're supposed to be talking about sports.
Florida
That's
man.
not a sport.
All right.
What was talking about?
Okay, never mind. We're talking about Florida. This could be a sport. Never mind.
All right, you guys. Let's talk
about. Did you guys
about.
literally forget when we were looking up dates and then Florida man?
All right, y'all. All right, let's talk about Bradley Beal getting traded to the fucking Suns. Here's the thing that kills me. I'm gonna go on my rant. Then I'm gonna turn the floor over to you, Dan.
Okay.
This trade makes no damn sense to me, and I'll tell you why. For Washington, what you're getting is a broke down Chris Paul. You're rebuilding, you're retooling your roster. If you wanted to trade back Bradley Beal, you should have done it years ago. Like he was 27, 28. He on the wrong end of 30. And he's going to a team that has no defense and no depth. I don't understand this trade at all. Who gonna play the point?
From Phoenix's side?
From Phoenix's side, are you gonna move Booker to the point and then run Bill at the 2?
Bro, it doesn't matter who you play at point, dude. I could probably play point guard for that team, man.
I mean,
like honestly, just get it to Booker.
But to me, they're still short on depth and defense.
They are. No, they have 6 players on the fucking roster right now. 6. You can't play. That's not fucking YMCA pickup. You have to fucking play like 9 guys.
We can probably, all 3 of us could probably go try out and make it.
Absolutely. But the thing is, like, yeah, we'd get in there, put a body in front of somebody, maybe get 3 fouls and then leave. 0.0 rebounds, and we'd be fine. They would probably still hang in the game. Yeah. I would just get abused.
That D'ing up people?
Yeah, absolutely. And just get abused. Like, we would all just get abused. Like, we would all just get abused, dude. Like, just fucking real bad. But, like, that's the kicker is we could be terrible on defense and it's still going to be all right because that is a lot of fucking scoring. Good goddamn. Like, those are 3 of the greatest scorers that have ever played in the NBA, if I'm not mistaken. Probably top 25.
The only thing we have to worry about with that squad is injury. KD's missed games, Bill's missed games, and until recently, Booker started missing games.
His name's Cupcake.
Well, can I get a hot take real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hot take. I don't know where he went, but
the only fucking reason I do hot take is for somebody to be there on cue with the hot take thing, and it's never.
He wasn't there.
I fucking forgot my hot take now. No, I'm just kidding. They're gonna do exactly what fucking every other team, including the Lakers, when the Lakers stink. Fucking Stephen A. Smith and shit. Like they're gonna do exactly the same thing. They're gonna be like, Phoenix is not very good, and like they're gonna fucking coast their way through the entire season, make the playoffs because it's easy to make the playoffs now in the NBA. There's fucking 11 teams. You just make the playoffs, you get your way in, and you just try and be healthy for the playoffs. You try and be the best for the playoffs, maybe play the last 20 games or so. So Phoenix is going to win like 52 games next year because they don't give a shit. They're going to fill the roster with a bunch of dudes who fucking really don't play that much, but like can just keep them in the game enough for fucking KD or Devin Booker, whichever one isn't injured, to take over and fucking win the game. That's what it's going to be because they have all that scoring. Bradley Beal is going to play the whole fucking year because he has a bunch of incentive-laden salary stuff. So he's going to play the whole year, and then it's going to be a switch out of whoever gets injured between Devin Booker, Ayton, and Kevin Durant, and they're just going to like rotate through, like being hurt 2 at a time or like one at a time.
No, you're assuming that they keep Ayton. I think they need to trade Ayton.
I like DeAndre Ayton. I always have. I'm a fan, so I don't think they should. But like, dude, he is a fucking freak. If he could just figure out that he is a freak and that he can do like he can play fucking down low and shit. Like
you just question his motor, and I really think that they need to trade him to get the depth that they need.
He's like if you bought Anthony Davis on Wish.
Yeah. That's a good. Yeah. That's good.
That's pretty much. Yeah,
that's actually good. Yeah, right. I agree.
Yeah, he just like and he doesn't like, dude. He's weak, bro. There's no like. I hate saying this about other men, but like, there's no dog in that motherfucker. There's not one like bit of it. He just doesn't care. Like, and because he could dominate. That's the thing. He could. Shaq sits there and fucking says it on NBA on TNT all the fucking time. He's always like, DeAndre Ayton, I need you to get inside. What are you doing, Ernie? Right, that's fucking Shaq anyway. But yeah, that's all he says.
I understand these big men who always want to play on the perimeter. Come on, Cat. Come on, Embiid. Come on now. Get your ass down low. Get your ass on that block.
Because it's sexy, Will.
Nah.
Because it is sexy.
But can you imagine if Embiid would have played more down low in that Philly versus Miami series? Or Philly Boston, I'm sorry.
Right. You know what I'm saying though, like as far as like it's not sexy though, right? Like it's just not sexy as far as that's these dudes are freak athletes, dude. And they actually probably did most of that shit, like handled the ball, fucking shot threes and shit, like when they were playing AAU or playing in college or whatever, because they can all do that now. Like everybody shoots threes, or you know what I'm saying? Like, but are you good enough to consistently shoot 3-pointers in the NBA?
Right.
Is a whole different thing. And they just don't like get it. They're like, oh yeah, I could definitely still like play like I did in AAU. No, motherfucker. Like everybody is fucking good. Everybody. So like you got to find your thing, DeAndre. And like your thing is fucking rebounding and catching alley-oops and getting fucking offensive rebounds when Devin Booker and Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal miss. That's your job.
Yep.
And if you do that, dude, you're the fucking, because they're going to miss a lot. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
So that's a lot of offensive rebounds just hanging out there. Like fucking learn your role for real. And he'd be fine. But yes, if he's not going to do that, then I completely agree with you. Then you have to get rid of him because he's just like mentally, it's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. He's just like, he doesn't want to take over. But
meanwhile, on the Washington Wizards side, what do you think? Chris Paul?
It's all salary shit. It's all contracts. It's all contracts. They're just going to fucking, they're going to buy Chris Paul out. So that'll literally fucking, that's going to take Beal's whole contract and Chris Paul's contract off of their fucking salary cap, which is like $70 million. Right off the bat. This is a complete rebuild move. So if you're a Washington Wizards fan, which I don't think there is any, but like if you are out there, if you're out there, Washington Wizards fan, know that you're just in the middle of a rebuild constantly. If you haven't already figured that out, you don't watch the game enough, but you're constantly in a fucking rebuild, and you should probably quit being a Wizards fan and find a different NBA team. Because the ownership.
If you're an actual Washington Wizards fan, you got other issues.
My only issue with this trade, you should have been traded.
He's about to not be involved in it either.
You should have been traded Bradley Beal years ago. When he was 27, 28, averaging 30 a game. That's when you trade him. That's when you trade a player at their peak. Same thing with Damian Lillard. You need to trade Lillard now while he's at his peak.
I think their window's already gone. Yeah, I think their window's already gone too.
I think it is.
He's outside of that window. That's why they're trying so hard to build a championship team around him in the next 2 years.
I think it works.
I'm sorry. Name me a 6'3" or under point guard, shooting guard who has won a title by themselves in the last 50 years.
Nobody.
Not fucking one, Will. Not fucking one.
Nope.
It's because defensively they are fucking liabilities. Yep. And it's almost like they have to work twice as hard on offense to make up for the discrepancy that they have in defense. They're just not complete players, and it's not efficient. You just don't win fucking playoff games like that. Nope. It's not how you do it. You can't do it. They'll shut you down. Like you might get a couple series maybe, but you're not fucking consistently winning championships with Damian Lillard.
Nope.
Even LeBron can't win on his own.
So what the hell you doing?
Well,
Hensley's birthday.
Speaking of balloon animal.
Oh, cool.
I thought you were making a balloon animal. I was like, dude.
I mean, actually, I did. They in all separate pieces. I did.
You know what I mean? Like actually clown ones, like where you twist like the long balloon into like a poodle or something. Into like a poodle.
No, Hensley turns 5 tomorrow.
It's a goose.
Cool. But yeah, man, I just thought that trade was out of left field. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, Phoenix can fill out that roster with some vet minimum players, and we go from there.
Last thing on it, Will. What a shitty fucking deal Washington got, by the way. That's how you know it's a fucking salary thing when they just get such a. Did you see that? What would they get? It was like several second-round picks. Chris Paul and
Landry.
Who's the other? Landry. What in the fuck is that, dude? That's nothing.
That's nothing.
That's those
a box of
picks.
cookies.
That's those
That's
picks.
some damn cheese doodles.
Must be like 7 of them. It seriously must be like 7 of them.
Yeah,
It said
they ain't
several.
even a whole dozen. They ain't even a whole dozen cookies.
Several swap picks as well. They can fucking swap in the second round with.
Oh my god.
With Phoenix if they so choose. Which they're not going to have to because Phoenix is good. They're going to fucking draft towards the bottom of the league every year.
Yep,
you just traded a good player to them. They're going to be good, you idiot. You're not going to want to switch picks with them. What the fuck are you doing? It's salary stuff. That's what it has to be. It's unbelievable.
Gotta be.
We could GM a team better than that, Will.
Well, hell
like we wouldn't have taken that garbage trade unless it's about money. Unless we're just like, hey, we're just going to fucking dump all of it and just start picking. And we're gonna have to make accurate picks. That's all we're gonna fucking do is scout.
Yep.
All we're gonna do. Like that's what you should be doing for the Washington Wizards right now.
Yep.
And like it's hard. It's
where
hard as fuck.
Where do the Wizards pick this year? Where are they in the draft?
I'm not exactly sure. I think I saw 5 or 6, but
I know they weren't in the top.
Don't quote me on that.
I know.
Yeah, don't quote me on that. It's down. It's down a little bit, but they'll get a bunch of good picks. The thing is, like, if you're not gonna pay these motherfuckers, or if you're gonna pay them and then trade them because you don't do anything else, you can only fucking have one big star because you have to pay him so much, and that's all you can afford. Then sell the fucking team. Like if you're not gonna if you don't want to pay attention to it salary cap wise, then fucking sell the team.
Where's this got the 8th pick?
8th pick, Jesus. Yeah. So I mean, if I'm the Wizards, I just take all my picks right now, all of them. Will my first rounder and like a couple, probably like 7 more.
Yep. And
just trade to number 1 and go get Victor Wembanyama. You have a star that can change the whole face, like can be the face of an actual franchise. If he's that, I've seen him play. The dude is going to be fucking good. If he withstands that contact, if he withstands that contact is going to be the question. If he gets injured because his feet are fucking huge and his ankles are huge and shit, and like all that, him being 7'3",
Yao Ming issues.
And Yao was solid though, dude. Yao's fucking shoulders were fucking huge. Like Yao took a beating and still fucking couldn't play that long.
Honestly, the thing that made Yao just really truly, and this comes from a Houston fan, wasn't that good. He was big. He could box out. He had a decent post shot. Until he really worked with Akeem, his game got better. But I never thought Yao was amazing.
So for about 2 or 3 years, he was. For 2 or 3 years, he was the best center.
He had a good 2-3 year window. Yeah.
But
he was the best center in the NBA.
A lot of that had to do with him and T-Mac together. Right.
But everybody, I mean, they all need somebody though. Like, so it would have been 06, 07 and 07, 08. He averaged 25. He averaged 25 and 9.5. And 2007, he averaged 22 and 10.5. So those are, and then he's a career 19 points a game, but like those were the kind of the really his years where he actually was, dude. He was legitimately the fucking best center, but that was also in the middle of the transition where the game changed, where they started going, hey, we're going to spread everything out, and everyone's going to start shooting threes, and it was like, yeah, it was a dinosaur.
Where positions disappeared.
He was a dinosaur at that point because he could only play one position. Like there was only one. Who's Yao going to guard? They would probably beat him up with backdoor cuts at this point. Like it would just be bad.
Just like Rudy Gobert.
Got to keep him at the rim. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And like if you have a good rim defender, that's great in the regular season. But like when it gets spread out and everybody starts shooting threes, it doesn't matter. It's worse because a guy can't guard the perimeter. So
can't guard the perimeter at all.
So those guys just unfortunately kind of got phased out. Like that's why DeAndre Ayton probably just find your niche, man. Like just go catch alley-oops, dude. There'll be plenty of them. You're gonna have everybody you're on the floor with is gonna be catching double teams. So you're gonna be open a lot. So maybe make the best of it. Drive the rim. You're fucking huge and athletic. Like just go dunk it.
Yep.
If I had that kind of athleticism, I would just be trying to dunk it fucking every time I touch the ball. Like I don't even care if I travel, take like 5 steps. I'm just fucking going to the rim, dude. Just trying to fucking just trying to fucking facial people all day.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's inside. That's the huddle. Let's go ahead and start talking about some pro wrestling, Josie.
Josie could actually do that. Just fucking 2-hand. Boom.
No.
Couldn't you?
No. I have no ups, no hops. I was always a better baseball player than a basketball player.
That makes sense.
I'm clumsy. I don't have a lot of coordination, but I was good in the outfield. I was a decent first baseman.
Erica knows a lot about being clumsy, so
Can
she
I
just
please?
she just came back in.
Can
that's
I
just
please?
wrong.
Can I please? I'm just waiting.
Okay, what? Go.
I'm itching. It's like itching to come out of my mouth. Please, Josie, don't hate
That's
me.
called.
Say it.
Did you prefer catcher or pitcher?
Yes. She had to like work herself up like she was about to eat something gross. Like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Bam.
I love you.
That's hilarious. Like, why is it where?
I do
No
both.
answer.
You better
I was gonna say.
You better talk about what I think you're gonna talk about first, Josie. You better do it.
Punk,
Stick on this pitcher catcher thing.
You better do it.
There's two big things that happened this weekend in the world of pro wrestling. One, I know Will does not want to talk about. The other, I know Will wants to talk about. So I'm going to go with what Will doesn't want to talk about first. CM Punk returns.
Doesn't seem logical.
No.
It's Juneteenth.
The first thing that Will wants to talk about is
It's past
bloodline.
us 12 hours when we declared this.
Sorry, Eric, good point.
The bloodline is no more.
Oh,
That's not what you wanted to talk about?
I'm saying that's what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
It was
The bloodline
awesome.
is no more.
It was awesome.
And yeah, I've got to say this, even though it is literally the only good thing going on in WWE right now, they have killed it with this story. They have killed it with this story.
That's the only reason to watch it. That's the only reason why I watch the product.
It's literally the only thing to watch on either show. And it is fabulous. That the Jay promo was fabulous.
Yep.
I even the fact that then the Usos came out and interrupted him in a match at a live event on Saturday.
Yep.
Was awesome. The other thing we got to mention is CM Punk did return. AEW Collision. That's all I'm going to say, Will. AEW Collision did debut. Did you watch, Will, or did you see any clips?
I watched a little bit of it. I did see his promo.
The promo, I mean, as much as you don't want to like Punk, the promo was good. The man is talented on a mic. He is.
The fuck
Hey,
you complain
I have something
for?
really, really, really important to talk about.
Oh my
The
god.
hell you gonna complain?
Everybody goes, oh.
The hell you gonna complain for decades about not getting a damn ice cream bar, motherfucker?
But I did enjoy Collision. It was very much different than Dynamite.
From what I saw,
it was different. Dynamite. Andrade looked great. Miro looked great. Even the CMFTR versus Gold and Samoa Joe was amazing. It was a good show. I'm excited for more.
To see Samoa Joe in the ring, I think is amazing to me because WWE just wrote his ass off.
Oh yeah, and I hope they are going to continue the CM Punk Samoa Joe because man, they had an awesome rivalry in Ring of Honor.
That's gold.
Amazing rivalry in Ring of Honor. I think they'll kill it.
Yeah.
I am excited to see what happens with Collision going forward. We do have a Forbidden Door this weekend, so that's going to be awesome. We're finally going to get Danielson versus Okada, Ospreay versus Omega.
What the fuck?
It's all porno names. It's all porno names. Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door, Will.
And Josie said it, not me.
Trust us, we know. Probably leaves a lot of doors open.
Bam. That was actually me playing the drums, by the way.
No, it would.
Damn it. Will.
But yeah, I was happy with it. And then the other big news I wanted to talk about, Will, did you see Moose re-signed with Impact?
Man,
It is being said that he signed the longest deal that Impact has ever done.
I
So
heard
that
about that.
I'm thinking that's 10 years.
I heard about that, and that's good. That's a good signing.
For Impact, honestly,
For them,
this was
that's
a
good.
banger deal
Yeah.
for Impact.
Yeah, that's a
I
good sign for
hope
them.
Moose
Banger.
doesn't get screwed.
Moose is
I
awesome.
really do. I would love for what he said in his release today, where he is eventually Mr. Impact. I hope that happens. I think Moose, I've said for years, Moose is a talent. He
Yep.
could be a main guy.
Yep.
Right now, he
No.
is right now in Impact. They're giving a lot of second timers from WWE shots. They're giving guys like Shelly a shot, which I love. Shelly's champion. Don't get me wrong.
Shots.
Even though I think Shelly's going to drop it to your boy. This is your world champion
The
speaking.
world champion speaking, Nick Aldis.
But we'll talk about this and much more tomorrow night on Fight Night. Like,
Isn't that dude like super British?
The
Yeah.
world champion speaking.
Yeah.
The 10
like that,
pounds
like-
of gold.
Who's that
10
dude that was
pounds
married
of
to
gold.
Madonna?
I know he missed
He made
Camille,
like
though.
Snatch and
I know he
movie
missed.
producer.
Hey,
Anyway,
I know he missed Camille though, Josie. Lord have mercy.
But we'll talk about this and more tomorrow night on Fight Night. I think it's going to be the originals back tomorrow night, so make sure you join us
The world
there, 9
champion
Central,
speaking.
10 Eastern. Still no more news on WWE's TV deal or AEW's for that matter. Both of them we should be getting news on.
Man, what Dixie Carter at when we need her?
Dixie Carter needs to stay far away from fucking wrestling.
Man, look, I just
I
wanna
wish
see her.
I wish
I just
Jim
wanna look at
Cornette. I wish Jim Cornette
She
would do
kinda
it.
hot for an old chick.
I wish Jim Cornette would. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Jims, did you see Jim Ross's face?
Yeah.
Dude looks like
Yeah.
he was curb stomped, bro.
Mhm.
Looks like someone took a boot to him.
Mm-hmm.
Again?
He fell right before Collision Saturday,
Yep.
and like he looks like he got the shit beat out of him.
Man,
His
he tried to
face is
steal
all-
Erica's PlayStation 5. That's what he tried to do. Erica whooped his ass. Erica
Well,
whooped
dude-
his ass. He was
Wasn't his
stealing PlayStation 5.
face already kind of strokey
I'm
on one side?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I think he's terrible, man.
He's
He looked
got
like he was
Bell's
in Final
palsy.
Fight or something.
He's got
Oh, I thought he had a
Bell's palsy.
stroke.
No,
I thought he had a
he's got
stroke.
Bell's palsy. He's
He got Bell's
had
palsy.
that for
Yeah.
years.
But he was all messed up, man.
But
I wouldn't
man-
went on the air. I
No,
really wouldn't.
and he actually apologized for going on air and said he's going to take some time off.
Yeah.
Like he literally, it does not look like a fall. It looked like someone knocked his
Whooped
ass
his
down
ass.
and stomped them out
Yep.
with their.
I'm looking like a picture
both,
of it right now.
Both his eyes are blacked out.
Yep.
His
Damn it.
face is all scratched
Yep.
up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have went on the air that night. That wouldn't have been me. That wouldn't have been me.
You
I'm
can
up
tell
there
like
enough.
you could tell like I'm still not 100% sure he didn't get his ass whooped because even his voice was really raspy,
Mhm.
like his vocal cords had been strained.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have went on. That just wouldn't have been me. Hey, look at me. Look, Tony, look here, bro. Look here, bro. I just got my ass whooped.
Oh, and I gotta say,
I can't make it.
I loved.
Can you guys find a picture of it?
I just found one right now. Hang on.
You put
That
that
thing
on.
was terrible.
Yeah. I gotta say, Nigel McGuinness and Kevin Kelly were really good on the table. I enjoyed them.
Kevin's always been decent, though.
And yeah, both of them have
Yeah,
always been
Kevin's always
decent,
been
and
decent,
together they're
Yeah.
great. I loved it.
Yeah.
I do hope. I would love to see them get the woman that Tony Khan mentioned.
Oh, I know you're talking
Can't
about.
think of her name. She was a trainer.
Mhm.
But I think that would be a good table. But
They need a
Jim,
woman.
personally, Jim Ross does not need to be on the goddamn table of any show.
He got enough money.
And I think he's just not as good as he used to be. He makes
Look.
comments that make me cringe.
Look, Joseph, here's the thing with me, with Jim Ross. You've done your time, bro.
Yeah.
You've done your time. Between that and your outside interest with the barbecue stuff, you got
Yeah.
more than enough money
So,
to
Dan.
chill out.
Dan.
Yeah.
Look at that. Got his ass whipped, boy.
That's how he went like on
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
There ain't no
Yeah.
fall, man. I'm telling you.
if he fell, he didn't use his hands to brace himself.
No.
He just like straight, just like
he fell down head first.
he just dolphined it.
Yeah,
into the ground.
What I saw was even worse because both the eyes were blacked.
yeah, that's the one I saw. That's the one I saw.
Whew.
And this is like his fourth fall. Actually, here. These are all different falls from the last few years. Hang on.
Honestly, it kind of looks like he got himself that 2-piece and a biscuit.
Yes,
Let's
that's what I'm saying. I think he might have gotten his ass whooped. But
That's
these
one
are
thing.
all the falls from the last like 5 years that he's had in the like.
Dude, who is
Motherfucker has been
fighting
whooped.
this old man? Who is fighting this old man? Like, is he in some like weird fight club or something?
So
Hey,
might
what's
just
the
be in Fight
first
Club.
rule of Fight Club? You don't talk about
You
it.
don't
I'm not in
about
Fight Club, so I don't follow the rules.
Exactly.
Even
Yeah.
I know this. Come on.
If you're
We don't
in Fight
talk
Club, you
about
follow
it.
the rules. I'm in a Fight Club, so I don't have to follow the rules. I wish I was in a Fight Club and I could say like, hey, I don't talk about what I'm in.
But yeah, that's we'll talk about this and more tomorrow night.
Yeah,
on Fight
that
Night.
whipped.
Make sure you join us then. Where are we going next, Will?
Is
Well,
his
we
wife
don't do
huge?
We could go ahead and talk about some baseball.
Is his wife beating him up?
His wife is gay.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints.
His wife died, dude.
Yeah, his wife been dead 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That was 6. My fault.
6 years. He
It was
died
6.
right before he had his first fall.
she's probably glad she's dead. She's not married to that monster.
Christ.
Jeez.
Oh.
But
What?
so we are officially the
Love
end
Jim Ross.
of All-Star voting or
Hey,
All-Star
like I
voting.
said, when Jim
ends
Ross
this week.
when Jim Ross was first started in WCW, oh bruh.
Oh
There was
my
like-
God.
Yeah, but, oh my God.
Don't
Oh
get
my
me wrong.
God.
Don't get
The
me wrong.
carnage.
There was hardly anybody better. It was him and Shivani, and that's it. There was
Well,
hardly
and
anybody better than him.
Don't get me wrong. There's 3 or 4 guys that can truly be listed as the voices of a generation in wrestling. That's Bobby the Brain Heenan. That's Gorilla Monsoon. That's Jim Ross, Jerry the King Lawler, and Tony Schiavone.
That's how much
That's
Shivani.
5.
That's yeah, and I added Gorilla Monsoon. Gorilla Monsoon, to me, you could take him or leave him, but to a lot of people like Will, he's iconic.
He's
That
from
is good, too.
Texas. He didn't hear it.
Taz is good too.
I mean, Taz to me is great,
Just
but
sick. Just sick.
Jim Ross has actually kind of transcended
I think-
wrestling.
I
a little
think the
bit.
only-
he
thing
has.
that
He's
you
done
know what,
boxing.
Josie?
He does commentating for New Japan.
Yeah, I'm saying like sports as a whole, though. I think that
Yeah.
his
You know
voice
what,
is
Josie?
recognized
I
as
think
one
the
of
thing
the.
that messed up. I
premier
think
ones.
the thing that messed him up. If he would have just stayed,
He's called OU Games.
if he just stayed as a commentator and not been talent relations,
Yeah.
yeah,
What he should have been was the first Michael Cole. He should have been the vice president of commentating like
Right.
Michael Cole is.
right.
That's what his role should have been. He should have never been talent
Talent
relations.
relations, never. Because I swear to this day, if he wouldn't have the talent relations, he's still in the E. Because you
Yeah.
couldn't blame the Ric Flair. Because you couldn't blame the Ric Flair incident on him at that point.
Yeah. But
So, you know.
You guys' wrestling segment is good because I learn something new every time.
man, all
Like
you
a lot
gotta
of
do
new things.
all you got to do, man, one day, Will, on this show, we ought to talk about the plane ride from hell.
Oh,
One day.
hell yeah, we need to get into that.
And just talk,
Hell yeah.
see both of their faces when I mentioned that. Like,
Oh my
imagine,
gosh. Y'all never heard
imagine,
of that?
No idea.
Ooh-wee.
I don't either. I have no idea. I was more into Will's reaction, like, hell yeah. Like, all right, I'm a little scared.
Hell yeah,
now.
let's talk about that shit. Hell yeah.
It is one of those stories from professional wrestling that WWE doesn't want talked about.
Oh,
Like, it was bad. Like, it was
that shit got
literally
Scott Hall fired.
drugs, sex, got multiple people fired.
Mhm.
Ric
pretty good
Flair now just got a sexual assault charge from it just a couple of years ago
Yep,
because
yep,
of the dark side, because of the dark side of the ring that came out on it, which this incident happened over 20 years ago.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a crazy goddamn story, and that's just one of many.
One
One
of
of
them.
many. But All right, baseball. So we are now just about halfway through the season. All-star voting ends this week. Close, Dan. I know we're not quite there.
4/11ths. 4/6.
I feel like the season is flying by, though.
It is.
Right now,
They play every day.
it's about what you're thinking. It's looking like Dodgers, Yankees, Stros. Even though my Stros are struggling right now, the Reds are making Texas their bitch.
Look at Tampa Bay still doing that. Look at Tampa Bay still doing that.
Tampa is surprising the fuck out of me. I gotta say, and Dan says it every week when I say it. I still expected Tampa to slide at some point, and they really haven't done it yet.
It seems like they just keep going.
Everyone did.
There's no come down. They're going smooth sailing.
This is their 1 in every 5, and I call it the 1 in every 5 because 1 in every 5 years the Tampa Bay Rays are legitimate. Because they use their fucking talent pool well. Their fucking farm system is outrageous. And they just let everybody peak at the same time. Like they have a lot of like Wander Franco just coming in. Wander Franco is fucking one of the best players in baseball outside of Ronald Acuna right now. Like left-handed switch hitting shortstop. Like they just basically wait for everything to come into fucking line. And like right now it's in line. Like they have a lot of guys that are in their fucking young primes. And they're fucking good, dude. And the Atlanta Braves are the fucking other best team in baseball right now. Like the Atlanta Braves are fucking good, dude. That offense is unreal. Like it is unreal good. Like they've scored fucking 10 runs, like 8 out of the last 10 games or something like that. That's unfucking heard of.
They're 46-26, 8-2 out of their last 10. That's amazing.
Dude, they're rolling. That offense is fucking crazy good. Like they bat the NL Rookie of the Year in the 8 spot or the 9 spot in that order.
Yep.
Like he's a left-handed hitting center fielder, and like they're basically playing him for defense right now. And he's a fucking stud, dude. He won the Rookie of the Year last year over his teammate Spencer Strider. So like they're young and good, and like fucking they're legitimate. And like the Yankees suck right now. The Yankees fucking suck. Aaron Judge is such a fucking pinnacle part of that offense that they are terrible. They're fucking terrible.
Dan, it's the same thing we're dealing with in Houston with Altuve just now coming back and Jordan being out. Like it's that I wouldn't say we necessarily suck, but we're not playing the best ball that we could definitely be playing right now. And then like McCullers, I wish they would get that off our fucking books. Like I really do.
Yeah, for real.
Get rid of his ass.
Hey, Josie.
Well,
Josie,
he was
would it
fun.
help if you have trash cans so you could actually know what's going on?
Yes.
Better.
Count it.
Fuck.
Count it.
You and your cheating Dodgers doing the same thing over there just because y'all didn't use trash.
We're using trash cans.
I mean, really, every team fucking does it. It's not hard once you pay.
They don't use trash cans. Not every team uses trash cans.
And now with PitchCom, it don't matter at all. So, however, I did want to talk about the reverse boycott that the A's fans pulled last week. That shit awesome. Was fucking epic. That was so epic.
Great.
The thing.
What did they do?
They started chanting during the game.
There was multiple things they did. First, that was one of the biggest crowds that the A's have had in like 5 years. 30,000 people showed up, where the day before that they didn't even have 5,000 people show up.
Moneyball's not doing so well now.
Well, now the thing is they've won 9 straight.
They're still terrible.
They're still terrible. They're still absolute garbage.
Hey, and Brad Pitt runs them. What does he know about baseball?
Oh.
What does he know about baseball?
Dan,
it's Brad Pitt.
They did a few things. They had the first ever fan organized T-shirt giveaway, and they gave away over 30,000 shirts to fans that they wore that said "Sell the team." And then in the bottom of the top of the 4th, they went silent for an entire inning.
Damn.
An entire inning. No noise whatsoever.
Bags over there.
Once they started talking, they started chanting "Sell the team" so bad that the A's pitcher thought his PitchCom wasn't working because he couldn't hear the catcher.
Yeah. Dude, that's
amazing. And then the MLB approved their move this
to Vegas
the day after. So
yeah, they're going to. It's going to be the Las Vegas Athletics.
Hey Josie,
sort of fitting.
Tonight?
Huh?
How'd your team do tonight?
They lost.
How
To the
bad?
Reds. 9-10, I thought.
11-1.
11 to fucking 1.
Like I said,
on that
they're
note,
doing.
Look at the box score for that real quick, Eric. If you're on that game, look at the box score for it real quick and tell me what
my Mets got a rare win.
Tell me what Ellie De La Cruz did in that box score. Ellie De La Cruz, dude. If you guys don't know about him yet, he's fucking the shortstop for the Cincinnati Reds.
God.
He's a 6'5", 230 pound switch hitting shortstop.
We played the Mets tonight.
They played the Mets.
We got a rare win. You go to 34 and 38.
No, but I actually wanted to bring him up last week, Dan, and we got on another rant. Ellie De La Cruz is fucking dog. That is a dog.
He's the most freakish I've ever seen.
Oh,
he's the most freakish
nuts.
athlete on a baseball I've ever seen. Dude, like top sprint speed in Major League Baseball.
What are you laughing at?
He's laughing at something you said.
Some dog.
He's got that dough. Got that dough in him. That dough.
You gotta say it right, Dan.
Dough.
Dough.
You gotta stick your chin out.
Too funny, man.
Which I don't have one, so it sounds.
He's got a dough.
I have no chin, so it sounds.
It's gonna turn into just like dog noises eventually. It's like he's got that in him. Yeah, like that. You know, it's gonna beneficially be. It should already just be that now.
Rose boy, go have it.
I get it. Ellie De La Cruz has got that fucking.
Just gonna have everybody sound like a junkyard dog.
Yes.
But
fucking yes. Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah, he's crazy. And like I said, the Reds are making some moves. They made the Rangers and the Stros both their bitch in the last week.
They have rock star Jonathan India plays second base. He looks like a metal singer.
What I want to know is, y'all, what's 7 at? That's what I want to know. Where's 7 at? I want to talk about his Boston Red Sox. What's 7 at?
Man, Boston.
Well, you can't really talk about.
It's hard to talk about.
Fucking 400.
Yeah, look, the Mets suck. That's already a given.
So does Boston.
But in the
Mets are just terrible.
You only say Boston sucks because y'all just got that ass whooped in a double header by fucking Boston.
It doesn't matter. Without Aaron Judge and without actually most of our offense.
Giancarlo, the ass.
Giancarlo's slumped like a motherfucker. No, he's not. He's playing. He's just slumping like a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah,
he's so inconsistent.
He's not doing shit for my.
Give him about 3 months. Give him about 3 months to fucking get his shit right again.
My team is absolute garbage, Erica. Absolute garbage. So
wait, what, Josie?
My fantasy team is just absolute trash.
Look, I think I only have like 2 or 3 wins. I don't even give a fuck anymore.
You're not even keeping track of it. It's too much. They should.
It really is too much because like I won my first 3. Then I went in and messed with shit, and I've lost ever since.
There's way too many numbers.
I don't follow baseball well
keep
enough.
Up with 162 games, really?
Well, and it's weekly, so all your players' games for a week add up.
But you know what? Guess who I'm beating in our league, Josie?
Me.
It ain't me.
I'm in second to last.
I think I'm already one.
That's where I am. I'm second to last.
Yeah.
I'm already one of her wins. I don't care. Like it's not like fantasy football. Like
I've never cared enough to like. I've never cared enough about baseball to play in a fantasy, but football and basketball, I play all day.
It's fun. It's legitimately fun.
Basketball's the same way. I just feel like
I love fantasy basketball because I love fantasy basketball. It's easier. It's easier to read.
Well, how many times have you had LeBron on your? How many times have you had LeBron on your team?
Certain guys, you got the punt. Like if you got Clint Capella, you're punting on free throws.
Absolutely. Are you? Well, how many times have you had LeBron on your team?
Twice.
And did you win the league?
I won one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you had to get one of them titles.
I got one.
Fucking hypocrite drafting fucking LeBron.
That was the year when I had him and Jimmy Butler.
Ooh.
And what year though? Like, remember? Like
2
roundabouts?
years ago, I think.
So real quick.
2 years ago.
Still pretty good numbers.
We got to talk about some Jokic.
Jokic.
Mr. I need to go home was enjoying the fuck out of that parade.
Listen. Let me tell y'all something. And I know Dan. and I know Dan, I get where you're coming from on this, but I think at some point basketball is going to have to adjust at some point, because I'm not saying small ball is done, but I think at some point you're going to have to start paying attention to Jokic, to a lesser extent AD over in the West. I ain't worried about Cat because Cat, he's softer than cottonelle tissue. But I just think teams like Golden State, you got to get some bigs on your squad, man. You got to.
Cat is a 7 foot fucking shooting guard for one. So that's that thing.
I hate Cat.
He's a shooting guard. He weighs 300 pounds, plays shooting guard. Yeah, so that's why he's kind of terrible.
6x8x12, 275 pounds out there shooting threes.
But
you dumb motherfucker.
Anybody worth their salt that knows anything about the NBA, if you haven't, okay, Nikola Jokic, you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention for real. Like, I get it. Like, you're a fucking back-to-back MVP. I fucking get it now. Okay, you have my attention legitimately. So that's for Jokic. That's a thing, dude. Like, because nobody took him seriously. I didn't.
So you're gonna be on this dude's dick like you are fucking LeBron?
Absolutely, absolutely not. He's not even close. He's not even on the same fucking stratosphere as LeBron James. Let's not even start. Let's not start with that, because no.
Yeah, I really don't want to hear you.
True. That's true.
On him all the time.
But I do think Jokic is top 20
of all time.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, so I get where you're coming. So like 20 is not that many though, if you think about it though, dude. You're gonna have to fucking put so many dudes behind him that you're gonna be like, fuck, yeah, that's not right. Like it's a lot. There's a lot of like grades. I'd probably say like 35 to 40, maybe. I'll give you that. Like top 75. He's in the top 75 NBA guys, for sure. I think he just put himself in that. I think he just put himself in that by winning that title. That's a fucking, you know.
You won't put him ahead of Dirk?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I understand that.
He needs. I mean, there's a lot. Dirk played for fucking 19 years, so let's pump the brakes.
That's true.
He's the fifth all-time leading scorer. So Nikola Jokic, you can triple double all fucking day. That's the 2011 is the hardest fucking title anybody's ever won to this day. If I would have had the conversation that Jimmy Butler's fucking title was harder than Dirk Nowitzki's, but he didn't fucking win it.
Nope.
Dirk went into fucking South Beach and took down LeBron James and the fucking greatest team probably that's ever touched a court. Like if you're going to go straight talent-wise in their prime. And just dominated.
LeBron, boy. Little JJ
just
Barea.
Dominated.
He beat up.
And JJ Barea. I saw that fucking interview. Somebody posted that fucking D Wade thing where JJ, he was like, oh, we didn't have an answer for. He's like, we're giving up 30 to Dirk. He's like, we're just going to have to give up 30 to Dirk. He's just going to hit those shots. And then like we knew what Terry did. Like once he gets to his right hand, he's fucking, he's gold and he's really good. But like JJ Barea, they knew nothing about him. He was a 5'11" backup point guard.
Yep.
Like, you had Jason Kidd out there fucking hitting threes, dude. Jason Kidd spot shooting 3-pointers without jumping.
Yeah.
Like, go watch it. It's hilarious. Like, he just is literally taking wide open threes, fucking, and he's hitting all of them. It's like a free throw.
I got somebody I can put Joker ahead of. Patrick Ewing.
100%. Yeah. A Knicks fan would be like probably maybe having like a coronary, maybe like having like a fucking brain embolism right now that you said that. But yeah, it's probably true. I mean, and this happened fast.
Yeah.
Like it happened pretty fucking fast. Like this is the last 3 years, right? I mean, like pretty much 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
He averaged 10 off the bench as a rookie, like 10 and a half, 4 rebounds, like not anything that you're like going to fucking go, oh, that guy's going to be a fucking 2-time MVP and win a title by himself. Not that kind of shit.
He's an analytical nightmare.
It's fucking crazy. How, dude, that guy is one of the worst athletes in the NBA.
He can't jump.
Athletically, he's huge for one. That's a fucking huge thing.
He's a big boy.
And he plays like a guard, but he also doesn't. And it's really strange and people can't figure it out. And he shoots ridiculous shots above his head like Larry Bird did, and it's fucking indefensible. It's like a hook shot. Like, so good luck with all that. Like that's what Dirk did in 2011, dude.
Yep.
Just 1 foot fadeaways. Get you your back foot and fade away at 7 foot tall. It is unblockable. And that's what he just torched Miami with it. And Joker does the same thing.
Yep.
Like there's a dude named fucking Nicole Jokic too. Did you know that?
From Joseph from Portland.
Yes. Yeah. He plays for Portland, but he doesn't ever play. But his name's like, yeah, it's literally almost exactly the same as Nikola
Almost the
Jokic.
same.
Like,
Mhm.
the actual changes,
Yep.
but like it's
Yep.
some real small change.
Yep.
But like I was like looking at fucking basketball cards. I was like, what the fuck is this?
The hell is this?
I was like, that's
All right.
it says Nikola Jokic. Like that's not the right one. No, it's actually a different dude. So
All
apparently
right,
that's a pretty common name.
All right, y'all. Josie has checked out. Josie has checked out on us. Let's go ahead and go around the room. Anybody got any final thoughts on anything we talked about tonight? I want to bring up something new.
Fuck Nebraska.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, at this point, yes. And just to okay, Josie's back.
You took our
So,
girl, damn it. I'm
What?
so upset.
I mean, the facilities are nicer here, just for one.
I
mean,
did
our
want-
actual
I wanted
college is
to-
nicer.
He's in the process of getting a better facility right
Erica,
now.
They're not right now,
just
though.
drove
I did
by, and
wanna-
it's amazing.
Erica, I did want to talk to you last week, but you weren't here, about OU's softball team and the fact that they're their third straight national championship, their fifth in 6 years. Even though they did lose their star
Dominance.
player. Like, that's some fucking dominance, man. That's some goddamn dominance.
See, Eric, I didn't even know that. I was talking shit on them. So you probably should have like mentioned that they'd won 5 out of 6 national titles.
Yeah,
And I'd
Five
be like,
out
oh,
of-
missed any of that.
No, I
have
was
my
just gonna
curiosity.
I was
Now
just
you have
gonna
my
wait
attention.
until you did your facts after you got out of the cornfield talking shit.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
mean-
I've got to question that girl a little bit. Why would you leave a team that literally they won 5 out of the last 6? They're 3 straight. They've won 56 straight games. They're 101-3 in the last 5 years. And the only
And-
reason that's not better is because of their season getting cut in half in COVID.
and
Yep.
the fact that I didn't know about this, and I'm a pretty big sports fan, is probably not a great thing. Just saying, maybe so maybe I'm misinformed, and maybe I missed a lot of
I ain't
reports
gonna see
about
in front. I don't even care
massive
about
front-
football.
No,
Exactly.
Who
I can
follows,
see in
massive
front. I don't even
front-
care.
who follows women's softball? No offense, Erica, but they're right. Who follows it? The only reason I know these statistics is because you were keeping it updated, and because when they won, I saw a bunch of videos on it, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I mean, what the last time a three-peat happened was 1990, and it was by UCLA. So I mean, hey, look,
I'm doing the
that
legs
girl-
too. You can't see it, but
that
I'm
girl
doing the fucking.
does some dance, man, and she is just like into it. Dude, you're gonna enjoy watching ball, dude. She really is something else. She is
Oh my
fucking
God.
nasty.
They throw rise balls. Do you know how fucking impossible that would be to actually hit?
Facts.
They did a sports science on college women's softball players compared to college men's baseball pitchers, and it was harder from the distance that they play from to hit a fucking softball. Like
I believe that shit.
I think the softball pitcher had a fucking baseball, which is a little different, but
I
they were
believe
just
that.
throwing their normal pitches, and like a rise ball is almost impossible to hit, especially with a natural uppercut swing. The fucking amount of time that you can keep that fucking thing in the zone is so little that it's almost impossible to hit. And these chicks were fucking throwing rise balls to these dudes, and these guys are just fucking whiffing, dude, like
I
big time.
believe that shit. I
Because
believe
they're
it.
only like fucking 40 feet away, dude. Like
Right.
it looks like an 104-mile-an-hour fastball at that point. Like it is quick, like fast, and like they're just fucking missing. I'm like, what in the fuck is that? Like,
I believe that
it
shit
just
too.
yeah, it just doesn't fucking rise ever because overhand pitching is almost impossible to do. It is impossible.
Right.
So like, yeah, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, and this chick was like breaking like fucking cement and shit with fucking baseballs, pitching them, and I was like, good God.
So Dan, you're telling me if you put one of your little Yankees in there, you don't think they'd hit one of them balls?
Aaron Judge would literally make one of those pitchers quit softball. Like it would literally be, he would hit balls so far that they would be like, okay, if he gets to use an aluminum bat, some of those balls aren't going to make it to the outfield because they're going to be fucking split into pieces. I'm not even joking. Like he would absolutely crush those women. Fucking absolutely crush those women. That's a professional hitter though. That's a little bit different. These were just like NCAA dudes. Like, I don't know if they were even good. Like maybe they just like they just play Division I, which means they're really good baseball players. It doesn't mean they're fucking Aaron Judge. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my God.
Like my Yankees, yes, almost every one of my Yankees who's a hitter would fucking crush those pitchers. Crush them. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa would fuck those fucking softball pitchers up. Bad. And he's not even like, he's a slap hitter. But yes, but like the rise ball thing is a thing though. But that still doesn't mean anybody cares about color softball.
But they do actually. You know, when your team actually means something and has relevance, you know.
I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you this right now, Dan. I'll tell you, more people care about college softball than the WNBA.
I'd actually say that's probably pretty close. It's like the same amount. It's like nobody.
I think people care more about college softball than the WNBA.
There's like 250,000 fans, and then it goes to like pretty much nobody is like the next statistic. It's like pretty much nobody, and that just everybody fits into those groups. Yeah, pretty much nobody. It probably doesn't though, Will, because like I mean those WNBA games are decently well.
The intrigue of it. I think there's the intrigue of because Erica is proof. She follows softball like forever, but she don't follow no WNBA. No,
that's a fair point. And like we've never had anybody come on the show and talk about fucking dominance in the WNBA.
Like I just like the squeaky of the shoes. I can't do
bothers you, doesn't it? I've heard that from so many. I've heard that from so many different people.
For like 3 hours, I ain't about that life.
This is not Will.
That's not
I kid you not, bro.
Random.
It probably haunts my girlfriend's dreams. I'm not gonna lie to you, like because she hates it so much, dude. And I'm always watching it, like. She just fucking hates it, and I get it. Like it didn't ever like register with me. Like I don't really hear it anymore.
Until
I play basketball and shit.
It up.
When you're actually playing basketball, like with a team, and you're like, it is fucking so loud, dude. It's outrageous. Like I don't even know if you like, you know, like you don't hear it eventually because it's just like all the time. Like everybody moving is fucking always doing it.
Right.
So it just becomes.
I mean, there's literally a pad on the floor at every team to make your.
It's sticky.
Yeah.
It's like sticky tape, and then they just peel it off, and it gets dirty, and you just go step on it, so you can go over the floor.
And someone just released a new one, and the NBA just picked it up. There's no sheet. Every time you use it, it just automatically resets, and it just wipes off.
Damn.
Oh wow, that's awesome. It's like a machine or something.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but
more squeaky, Erica. There you go.
There you go, Erica.
They're not only stopping the squeakiness, they're not going to stop it. They're going to make it better.
That's Erica's nails on chalkboard.
Oh, nails on chalkboard.
Do you think it? No, not that bad. Yeah, it can't be that bad, right?
Honestly, I would rather hear nails on a chalk. Yeah, shut up. Fuck you. I would rather hear nails on a chalkboard than hear from basketball shoes. No.
So just start watching the NBA on mute.
I'd rather go out like on the street and watch you play basketball than you playing it on a court, because at least in the street you're not. No,
yeah, you kind of are still. Like the cement kind of still does.
Okay, it's not as bad when you're
it isn't. You're right.
Fucking
not
floor.
Near as bad.
It's not.
Right. Well, you also got to think on how lacquered an NBA court is.
That's true.
Put so much goddamn lacquer on that thing.
Hey, real quick before we end the show, anybody got anything else they want to talk about before we roll out?
Hey, I did want to actually answer Josie's question.
Go ahead.
Part of the reason I think that Jordy went back, to be completely honest with you, not only did she want to go home and play, but if she could do that sitting in Oklahoma, why would she not want to take that home to possibly give Nebraska that chance to get their name back on the map and prove that Nebraska can do something? That is such salt coming out of my mouth. Dan, don't you fucking smirk over
it just wouldn't, like.
And the thing is, but I agree with Dan. The thing is, as good as she is, she wasn't the only good player on that team. I would put money that OU is winning another championship next year, even without her. Like, that team is stacked.
Did you guys know that fucking Nebraska volleyball has won like 3 out of the last 5 national titles? Done Did you guys know that?
But this motherfucker done brought up volleyball.
Obviously, you didn't know.
Actually,
they're amazing.
In diving down this wormhole, I found out that Texas's women's tennis team is have won 6.
This dude will bring up tennis.
Can we just
That's
have
what I feel
that
like what
when we
level we're
talk
on, Will.
about women's sports, please? This is so awesome.
Well,
you guys are all researching.
We'll let you and Joseph handle that.
No, I won't handle. I'm not allowed
That's
to
not
handle
fair.
it.
We'll
I'm
let
not
you and
allowed
Joseph
to
handle
handle
that.
it. Texas just banned trans from participating in sports.
We're
Will,
gonna
you're
let you-
always
well,
we're gonna
trying to
let you
say
and
that
Joseph
me and
handle that.
Josie need to tag team and do wrestling in women's sports. You get to be in this conversation too, Ho. You
Oh, I
don't
got to
get
be in the
talk
conversation
about it.
too.
Yeah.
I actually want to have a conversation that I believe just got brought up, and this might be a bad way to end this. But like, so Texas did what now? Banned trans athletes of what? Which way are we talking?
No
Both?
matter if you are not biological in either, you can't play.
Do you think that is wrong in the one way in which it could be actually dangerous to the athletes?
I understand people's arguments on this. I do. I get it. The thing that people don't tend to understand is what the body goes through when you are transitioning. Like you lose all your muscle. You lose all your body totally changes when you go through a transition.
Properly, yes, you are completely correct. When
If
you
you
properly
allow
do it,
them,
yes.
then
But
don't do it
there are
properly.
there are clearly some of them who are using this to their advantage, who are clearly probably not even trans people, who are using this to their advantage and not trying to transition at all, and going
Exactly.
and beating the shit out of women.
put this
Like, I'm not
wig
even
on.
joking.
No,
Like making it dangerous.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this wig on and go run in the women's 440.
That trans
What in the
swimmer.
fuck?
What
That
the
trans
hell?
swimmer.
There's a MMA chick
What
that
the hell? I'm gonna put this
Yeah.
wig on. I'm gonna put my wig on. My name Erica. I'm gonna run in this 440 over here and win.
Why do you got to use my name? Damn.
This honestly, Dan, this is one of, as a trans person, this is one of the hardest arguments for me to have, because I really do see it from both sides. I honestly do.
You can think of an Asian bitch name to use. You had to use Erica.
Okay, secure. There we go.
This is punishment for saying I won't wear my hair down.
Secure, damn it. There we go. That's the name. My name is Secure, damn it. But I get Josie's point though, because it's tough. It's tough on either spectrum.
It's really difficult on both sides of it. As a trans person, I see just wanting to play sports and just enjoying it. But I do also see your argument that there are people who have used it the wrong way. Even, I can't stand this bitch, but Caitlyn Jenner, who is a bad representation for trans people, terrible representation.
Terrible, yeah.
I agree.
More
is strictly is very against trans people playing in sports. It goes to, okay, if that's going to be a big problem, there should be split leagues, but we see how well women's leagues and other leagues do compared to men's leagues.
Yeah, because I mean the entertainment value is just not there as much.
Not there, yeah.
So like, yeah, but that.
I mean, there are people that fight the fact that there is a trans wrestler in AEW in a sport that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter.
That's ridiculous to me. Like, that's ridiculous to me. But like it should be a case to case basis. I think. You know what I'm saying? Like every case should be probably individually looked at, because if you know what I'm saying, like there's been MMA chicks that have literally just went over and just not even they're clearly not trying to transition. Like they still have like complete male makeup as far as their physicality goes, and they're just beating the shit out of women in the same way. But like that's. What's up, man? It might be a woman. We don't know.
Click that link.
Click that link, Facebook user, and become part of the Sports Report Network.
Oh, it's Ando.
Ando, what's up, brother?
Ando.
How you doing, man? What up, man? How you doing, brother? The newest member of the Geek Gauntlet podcast, by the way. What's up, brother?
But yeah, this is one of those, like, I can have discussions about trans equality and trans rights or human rights all day long, but I really do on the sports subject. I really see it on both sides, and it's hard for me to have this discussion.
You can agree that it would probably be like should be on an individual basis.
No,
Judged on
I
an
think
individual
that's
basis.
that's honestly the best
Yeah.
thing. But I also am 120,000% against genital inspections, which some schools are.
Yeah,
implementing.
That's taking it a little too far.
it's getting
That's
a little
taking it a little
Nazi.
too far. But I do
I'm
agree
too
with
Nazi.
Dan, though. In the world of professional wrestling, it's ridiculous.
Oh, I agree. There's no reason. There's no reason that Nyla should get the hate she gets. There's no fucking reason for it. And the same goes for Sunny Kiss.
Now it's cool. Sunny Kiss is cool too.
Nyla, that's my woman right there.
Is
Now
she
it's cool.
Asian?
No, she's Indian actually.
No.
She's
I
Cherokee
mean,
Indian. Is she
Native
Indian?
American.
On that real
Native
quick,
American.
Will, so I
Indian?
just had to make sure.
Is she
You were just like,
Indian
that's
or
my girl.
hold on?
All right.
Is she Cherokee Indian or just Indian?
Native American, I believe.
American. Okay.
The proper nomenclature, I believe, is Native American. Will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe she's Native American.
So
I know a lot of Native American people,
Will.
and they actually call themselves Indians.
So Will,
I
Yeah.
mean,
it's this way, not this way. That's what I'm
and also Native American culture is a lot
Is it
more
really
open to trans and two spirits than the American culture is. It's way
Yeah,
more
true.
accepted. Two spirits in traditional Native American culture were usually seen as shamans and high ups in.
They would have, yeah.
But
It was
this
like
this is a discussion I could get in for hours, and I don't want to. But
Right.
like I do see, like I said, I think I agree with Dan. I think it really should be on a case by case basis because no situation with trans people and kids is the same. Everything's different. It's and then also like this whole argument with gender affirming care. I'm sorry, anybody who thinks that there's minors out there getting their genitalia mutilated and changed needs to have their fucking head examined.
because, well, it's not happening in the United States.
It's not. It's
and not for
happening.
gender reasons other places.
Yeah. I'm only talking to the United States. It's not
Okay.
happening here.
Yeah.
Gender affirming care means puberty blockers. It means giving a kid something that they feel like they need. And everything that they give kids now are totally reversible. There's nothing
that-
that if they stopped, it would all
And
start
just
back up again.
regain normal levels.
Yeah.
I do think.
Now, would
I
there
do-
be side effects? More than likely. But
I do think you see some of that in Europe more than
Yeah.
a lot of it in Europe more than any US.
like again, this isn't the show for it, but this argument that we have that kids are out there getting their genitals mutilated and getting transitioned because it's what their parents want, that's absolute garbage.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and end this thing because the brother hungry. I got to get something to eat. I came right in here. I didn't eat dinner or anything.
You
I
had
came
just
your
right
be
in here.
12 hours today.
Just be like Tony and just like eat on the air.
So let's go ahead and wrap
do
this
it.
thing up. Anybody got any thoughts they want to finish up with tonight?
It's not that serious.
If no one has any thoughts they want to finish up, I want to say thank you for everybody out there joining us here on the Sports Report and the What's Up, Man. For myself, Erica, my Blasian Asian, Josie, and Dan the Dude.
Erica is not Asian, by the way,
Same back
just
time,
disclaimer.
same back channel. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Everybody probably knows.